Hello everyone, welcome to soundproofguide.com. In this video, I'll be talking about how to soundproof a pocket door. Now, these are the types of doors that slide into the wall and slide out if you want to close them. So it is a little bit more complicated to soundproof one of these types of door correctly because you're not going to use all of the same types of methods to soundproof a pocket door whereas you would soundproof a regular door, because of course a lot of these pocket doors has windows and you're not going to want to block it and not make it look good. All of these types of things that you would typically use to soundproof a door, you're not going to want to use it to soundproof a pocket door because you don't want to block it. If you do want to block it, you might as well just buy a regular door. So I have a pocket door here and I'll show you exactly how I would soundproof the pocket door and also other methods that you can take on yourself to soundproof your sliding doors. So the first thing that I would do to soundproof a sliding door such as this would be to add door sweep. If you can find one that's rubber enough that it freely slides and glides on the floor, but also when it's closed still gives you a good seal, because if you're not going to be touching the floor with the door sweep, you're still letting a crack through, which will let sound through. So you want to make sure that the bottom of the door is completely closed off. So one trick that I've done in the past to stop noise from coming from underneath a sliding door is to not use a door sweep, but to use weather stripping. Now, the same type of weather stripping that you might see in your car. You'll notice the weather stripping around the car door and window. You can use something like that. That is rubber and it is quite durable. So it shouldn't take too much abuse from gliding on the floor while you open and close the door. And this will give the door an incredible seal. Now, one thing that you want to make sure if you use these types of weather stripping is that you want to make sure that they're self-adhesive. It makes it so much easier to install if there's a self-adhesive strip on one side of the weather strip, so you can just stick it under the door. And if the one is not thick enough, if you bought the wider type and not as thick but still rubbery, you can use two. So you would just place one and then stick the second one on the weather strip. One thing you want to make sure before you install the weather strip is to clean the bottom of the door where you'll be sticking the self-adhesive strip, because if it's full of dust, which it would be because it's gliding on top of a sometimes dusty floor, you'll want to make sure to clean that, because the weather stripping isn't really going to stick very well if the bottom of the door is quite dirty. So make sure to wash it and make sure it is dry before sticking the weather strip under the door. Just a quick pause. If you like this type of content, consider subscribing to my channel. Also, if you have any soundproofing questions, leave me a comment and I will answer all of your questions. Thank you very much. Now, a second thing that you can do is seal the cracks around the window. Some windows on these sliding doors might start getting loose, and if you put your hand on the window and you can sort of move it around, it means the window is loose and or there's just no caulking around the window. So what you'll want to do is get an acoustical caulking. The reason why I typically use these is because they remain rubbery through time and they don't harden and crack over time. So just take an acoustical caulking and run it right around the window where it meets the frame. Now this is quite easy to do. It only costs maybe around $20 for a high quality acoustical caulking, and they're usually white so it will match the door. A third thing you can do, now this would only apply for sliding doors that has windows, is to install window films over the window. Now you can install a window film that is clear so you'll not even notice that it's there, or you can put a different type of glaze or something for more privacy if that's what you're looking for. So if you were going to do that from the beginning, then what you should do is look for a thicker film that also has soundproofing capabilities built in them to deaden the sound trying to come through the door. So this is another quite easy DIY job. Just make sure the window is very clean and also dry before sticking the film over the window. Now, I would do this before adding your acoustical caulking. Now, the reason that you would do this is if you're not doing a perfect job in cutting the film and it's not a perfect rectangle where the window is, then you can at least hide the problem with acoustical caulking around, and that will make it look like a professional job. Now, the fourth thing that I would suggest is to add a thick sound absorbing curtain on one side of the door. If you're going to want to just stop sound while you're watching a movie or something that is not permanent, then this is actually a really easy fix, because on a lot of these websites, even on Amazon, you can go and choose the exact measurements that you want your curtains. Now, if you're looking to soundproof a sliding glass door because you have something like a recording studio on the other side and you're only going to do this temporarily while you work, then you have different options that will work a lot better to stop sound. One thing that you can use is a sound absorbing blanket. Now, you can order these from different companies and they are made specifically to not only help blocking sound, but help the sound within the room sound better. And they also have some soundproofing capabilities built inside the curtains, such as fiberglass in most cases. Now, the way that I would hang a blanket like this in front of the door would not be by using the grommets that are already attached to the blanket. The reason for that is if you hang it by the grommets, you'll be leaving a crack on the sides, on the top of this blanket, because it's not going to stick perfectly on the frame. So these gaps will let quite a lot of sound in compared to using, let's say, Velcro. So this way, you just stick it on the door frame and you have your soundproof door built for you. The way that I would do it is to stick one side of a self-adhesive heavy-duty Velcro strip around the door frame, and then you sew the other side on the soundproof blanket. The reason for this is the self-adhesive will not really stick on material quite well. So what you want to do is sew that side of the Velcro on the blanket, and it will make it easy to stick on the frame and then take it out once you're done working. This method works very well because if someday you want to use your soundproof blanket for something else other than Velcro, you can just unsew it, remove the Velcro, and you're good to go. And of course, if you just want to go a cheaper route, you can buy just moving blankets. Moving blankets are a lot thicker and more heavy duty than a regular window curtain, per se. So what you could do is buy one moving blanket, fold it in two, sew it together, so now you have double the thickness of the moving blanket, and simply stick it around the door frame just like you did the soundproof blanket with the Velcro. Now, this method, it doesn't look very good, but at least it gets a job done temporarily for whatever you want to do inside that room that you just closed off. Feel free to take a look at many of our other YouTube videos and also some of our articles on our website, soundproofguide.com. Don't forget to click the like button if you enjoyed this video, and also consider subscribing to our channel if you like our content. Also, feel free to leave us a comment below if you have any soundproofing questions of your own. We will certainly try our very best to help you.